So with increasing product customization and what you're alluding to with these sort of self-printing mechanisms, what's your view on the value of athlete endorsements for brands, and are they an increasingly poor use of invested capital?
So I used to think that athlete endorsements were completely useless until I worked at Nike. And then I got it. Just all the data and just when you look at how the athletes are really ingrained in the process for how product is actually built and R&D'd and all of that. So I definitely don't think it's a waste. I think that unfortunately the fact of the matter is there's probably 5 athletes out there that can really drive sales, like across all sports. Unfortunately, you don't know who those 5 athletes are going to be. Like you had Under Armour about to bid up for Kevin Durant, $27 million. That would have been 34% of their athlete endorsement budget, right there for one person. Would that have been a waste of money? You betcha. There's no, like, that would have been horrible. I would have probably said short the stock right now if they got Durant. And this isn't anything against Under Armour, but that's like, I mean, that's in order of magnitude. That was like when Nike endorsed Jordan. So the question you got to ask is, can he be a game changer like Jordan? And I can't stand Jordan, but the fact of the matter is, he was huge, right? I mean, he had a huge product line, and that's still relevant. It's almost a $2 billion business right now. So there's a small number of athletes where it's really worth it, and that's why the trend is that it's like, okay, you're coming out of school, I'll pay a couple $100,000 and I'll give you a bunch of free kicks, and after a year we'll see if you're working out or not, and I'll have a call option on hanging on to you and paying you a few million.
Right. What keeps Under Armour from being the next Nike?
About 25 years. No, really. I mean, they've done an awesome job, and everybody knows that. But they took a page out of Nike's playbook and they ran it better. This thing hasn't blown up in like 6 years. And I mean, Nike's good for a blow up once every 3 years. I don't know how they just keep cranking that model. And I think that Plank is so good in that he's really, like, he's got his culture. And I think, which is critical, he's at an operating margin of 11, and he's not going to go above that. And he just wants to maintain his margin and cram growth through that model. And they're just going to keep going and going and going. The question is, when will it be a $6 billion company, not a $30 billion company?